About 25% of ME patients are so severely affected that for most of the time they're housebound and they need very extensive support. All the standard domestic chores have to be taken over either by other family members or by carers.
I visit people who often lie in a darkened room and they might have earplugs in. They're very, very sensitive to noise, to touch. Any kind of stimulus provokes an unpleasant reaction. Eating, their diet is often severely restricted. And for many of them, this will have been their life for years, for decades sometimes.
Many patients, if they exert themselves even to the slightest degree, do suffer very severe post-exertional malaise, and that incapacitates them even further.
I'm glad to say that in paediatrics I've had some very severe cases that have actually made total recoveries, but the adult picture is a bit less optimistic.
At the more severe end of the spectrum, people who are housebound, bedbound, wheelchair-bound, sadly I think the prognosis is not so good. Where someone has been ill and has not really made any significant degree of progress for perhaps a period of 4 or 5 years, then I think the chances of significant improvement being made after that is probably very low.
We would like to thank the MEA Association for this award, which we are honoured to receive, for work highlighting severe ME, and especially to be following in the footsteps of Dr. Nigel Spate and Dr. William Weir, who helped and encouraged us. The severe, very severe ME videos were some of the most difficult of the dialogues videos to make. Graham McPhee, deceased, Mary Dimmock and Rob are all carers for sons with ME. They were sharply honest in their criticism and unstinting in their help and encouragement. We are very grateful for their input and for all the patients who helped, especially Naomi Whittingham and Catherine Hale. We hope the videos will be shared and seen widely, illuminating the severity of the disease and the lives of so many people who remain hidden from public sight and from friends and family.
The severely ill, and this is a very important point, they are often excluded from medical care because they cannot come to clinic, just because they struggle to get out of bed. I think I would say that it's very important that GPs pay attention to these people and make themselves available to visit them at home. And of course, the specialist services should also be prepared to see patients in their homes when this is necessary.
Patients with this condition do need all the support that they're entitled to, particularly the benefits that they're entitled to from the state. And it's incumbent upon the GP in particular to see that these benefits are suitably applied for with appropriately supportive documents. And furthermore, the GP should actually be arranging for appropriate nursing care for such patients.
When my daughter became ill more than 30 years ago, many doctors didn't believe that children could get ME, and most doctors had no idea how to safely support their patients. The long-term consequences of this have been utterly disastrous, as Josh and I heard in heartbreaking interviews again and again. A recent Norwegian study found that more than half of severely ill patients become ill as children or before the age of 20. They suggested, and I believe this to be so, that this is because children have so little say in how their illness is managed. They and their parents have been especially vulnerable to the dangerous behavioural advice and coercion that has pervaded the medical profession, education provision and social services. This has caused untold damage and long-lasting severe illness. The new NICE guideline should, hopefully, help to reverse this situation if doctors and other professionals follow it. What really concerns me now is that after struggling with decades of illness, many severe ME patients are becoming uniquely vulnerable. Their parent carers are becoming too old to care for them by providing life-saving support and a safe environment. These severe ME patients deserve a better future, and it is the responsibility of all of us to help bring this about.